all-around point guard, but he's also one of the most efficient players.
Yeah, because he doesn't get baited, Ernie. He doesn't take bad shots no matter what the situation is. His shot a super high percentage later in his career. That's not normal. Typically, you start shooting less and shooting worse as you get older, but he's shooting better as he gets older.
And he's a master of slowing down and then speeding up to keep the defender on the skates. He uses that stutter step move, Kenny. People falling and slobbering and acting crazy.
Yeah, sounds like Ernie last night.
Yeah, love this guy when he dribbles the ball.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ernie again.
Excuse me. Kevin Harlan standing by, along with the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
New Orleans, land of the Pelicans, in a fine Western Conference battle at the New Orleans Arena. Hassan Whiteside is out with the injury. Guys, a tough loss there.
Yeah, well, when he got hurt in their last game, Kevin, the hope was that it wasn't too serious, but we now know that's not the case. You really just wish him all the best in the world in coming back from it, but it's a tough blow for them.
Really just a tough loss. I mean, it looks like it will be, guys, a long road for him, but hopefully with the help of the team doctors, he can make that turnaround as quickly as possible.
Boys, nice time.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And New York, looking at who they've got. The franchise is out there with the Prodigy. And there's the Prodigy, and it's Porzingis in at the 4.
I like that, getting their offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Yeah, high percentage shot, and the more points you can get inside, I think the better off they'll be as the game progresses.
Anderson misses off the left iron. Pelicans on D. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Two conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. Very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And he gets it to go.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Oh, a little touch of class there at the end of the play as he was able to convert on the finger roll.
To the left side wing. Carroll kicks to Paul. They set the pick. The dish to Baines. Can't convert after the good screen.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
And Fields kicks to Simmons. Here's Marjanovic, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
And so it's New York with it, following the score by New Orleans.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And he gets the bucket.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here is Fields. He's coming off a 34-point game against New York.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game. Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
They set the screen. Paul kicks to Baines. It's deflected. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's Marjanovic, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. And so he hits both. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against Indiana.
Yeah, ran away with that game, mainly in part because of their offense.
Yeah, the ball movement and player movement, so crisp and sharp, and it led to a lot of high-quality shots for him.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's the screen. Paul kicks to Baines. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
For New York, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Doris Burke has first.
I spoke briefly with New York's head coach. He said Chris Paul is a major concern for them because of his ability to lead a team. He said it all starts with Paul because once he gets going and gets everyone involved, the whole team becomes a well-oiled machine. That is something we're definitely worried about.
Thanks again, Doris.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Pass to Baines. And here is Paul. A 20-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Shot clock at 2. The shot. Again, the miss by Paul. New York leading by 5. Simmons dishes to Fields. And Baines pulls it down.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
They set the pick. On its way from a follow for 2. Pelicans keep it alive.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Paul. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. There's the pass to Porzingis. Goes up to the stripe, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
New Orleans making a switch here. Grabs checked in. That free throw good from Porzingis. Pelicans trail by 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
Anderson. He had 15 points last outing. Paul left side. Clock at 6. It's blocked, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Nicholson's checked in for New Orleans.
Andrew Nicholson.
Here's Simmons. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. A stupendous finish in traffic. Simmons got 5 now.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
That's good. And so it's New York with it. It's a 10-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have. You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
The Pelicans shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Passes it to Nicholson. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. New York leading by 12. Here's Fields. That misses off the backboard.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
A follow. That's good.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
Fields with it. Averaging around one of the best in the league. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
Fields.
6 points for the franchise.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even larger.
A follow, no good.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
First personal foul, teams first.
So for the Pelicans, Jody Meeks comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Paul. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Gordon slams it back in. And New York leads by 13.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Come on, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team.
Looking now at the numbers for the franchise. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in scoring, first in rebounding. And with his incredible court vision, he's first in the league in assists per game.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
New York on D, 13-point lead.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's the feed to Meeks. This one for 3. And that one's good. Meeks got his first 3 points of the game.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Now, here's Meeks. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Dishes it to Johnson. Down low, here's Baines. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Baines has got it back down to within single digits for New Orleans. Johnson against Fields. Here's Ross. And that one comes up a bit short. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Johnson attacking. Here's Crabb. Hits it from 3-point range. And now it's only a 5-point New York lead.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Meeks passes to Nicholson. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And it's off from 3-point range. Fields against Johnson. And Fields kicks to Ross. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ross has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Johnson goes in. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Come on, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team.
Let's have a look at some league leaders for the last 10 games. Here are the highest scoring point guards in the NBA during that time. You take a look at Fields, second in the league, having an excellent season.
Being at the top of that list, I mean, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give his team an offensive jolt whenever they've needed it.
And that's value added for a point guard. I mean, when you're playing that position and you score and do the other things he does, he creates offense for his teammates, and he can get his own offense too.
Thompson, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Fields dishes to Ross. Lays it up and banks it in. Ross has got 5 now.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Nicholson, that's tipped. Teague against Johnson. 3-pointer. Teague can't hit. Pelicans trail by 8. Johnson, the pass to Meeks. He dishes it to Nicholson. And he's good on the 3 ball.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gordon with a screen on Johnson. And Teague, here we go. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And, fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
That free throw, no good. Anderson, he's checked in for credit. Good on the second free throw. And so it's New Orleans with it. They trail by 6. Johnson outside. He kicks to Anderson. Little turnaround. No good off the front iron. Teague. No good. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. New York leads by 6. On New Orleans, back in a moment. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench comes in, more often than not, if we're losing, they're going to get us the lead. And if we have the lead, they're going to increase the lead. And it's fun to watch because everybody cheers for each other, too.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of an asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
Ryan Anderson out there with Andrew Nicholson. Then it's Hollis Thompson. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here is Fields. 6 on the shot clock. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And it's an 11-point New York lead. New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Thompson right side. Here's the 3. The shot by Carroll, no good.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Now here's Teague. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Carroll kicks to Anderson. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And, Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Yeah. Okay.
Here is Fields following the score by New Orleans, and he gets it to go.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Pelicans trail by 11. Paul outside. Floats one up. Got a hand on it, but they get it back. Here's Nicholson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana. The second chance effort. The rebound by Fields. New York leading by 11. Teague up top, defended by Paul. Here's Marjanovic, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark, bring it down hard, my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight. Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you. A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now. Tops in scoring. First in rebounding. And they're also #1 distributing the basketball. This is a team that knows how to find the open man and convert those opportunities.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Alan Crabb, he's checked in for New Orleans. And New York with a change here, too. The franchise is checked in for Jeff Teague. Crabb kicks to Nicholson. And it's Paul, top the key. And it's good. Buck through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Baines is checked in. The Pelicans have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Now, here is Fields. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Here's Paul. It's a 14-point game. Out to the wing. Crabb dishes to Anderson. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Aaron Aflalo is checked in for the Pelicans. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Crabb kicks to Carroll. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Now here's Paul. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Aflalo right side. Right block shot. It's deflected, and he gets it back. 3 on the clock. Here's Paul. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Outside, Fields. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 7 points.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
Now here's Paul. Fields with the steal. And here's the fast break. Fields leading the way.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Crabb, good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here is Fields. He's got 9. Aflalo pulls it in. Ball outside. To the middle. Swiped it away. Here's Fields. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Paul against Fields. The shot by Paul, no good.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Outside, Fields. The shot is off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Grab the pass to Paul. To the paint. Here's Baines. Bounces high off the rim and flops. Baines has got 13 points.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
I don't have an idea either. A little heat check there, but yep, he's still cooking, and Greg, he's cooking with gas.
Here's Simmons, Porzingis, and he converts the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Aflalo, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. Johnson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Norris Cole comes in for Chris Paul. And New York making a change here. And Aflalo drops them both. New York leading by 15. And here's Fields. He's got 9. Ross on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ross has got 8 points.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Here's Cole. Fields covering. For 3. And it's Cole missing.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Fields dishes to Gordon. Can he keep it going? Fields can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 18. Carroll kicks to Cole. Johnson in the corner. Uncovered. The rebound by Fields.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
He feeds it to Ross. Puts up a 3. Kept alive by New York. Here's Gordon. That jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean
dunk
that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go you to get to the pumpkin.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Fields' shot is good. Fields has got 13 points in just this quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Here's Cole, looking for his first basket still in this one. To end the run, and he gets the jumper to drop.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
It's Fields on the wing. 9 points in the game so far.
Really an extraordinary game for Fields. He has 9 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him.
For New York, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Fields. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So for the Pelicans, Nicholson's checked in for Aaron Baines. Anderson comes in for Damari Carroll. And it's Jody Meeks in for Aaron Aflalo. Teague, he's checked in for New York. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Pelicans trail by 21. Cole, the pass to Meeks. Shot from 12. The rebound by Fields. Fields has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Second chance shot, and the layup good by Teague.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Here's Cole. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And a fast break now for New York. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
Here's Teague. And the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Fields can't get it to go.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Here's Cole. It's blocked. Now here's Ross. He's guarded by Meeks. Pass to Fields. Fires the 3. No good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Anderson kicks to Meeks. 1:05 left in the first half. Nicholson dishes to Anderson.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For New Orleans, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Anderson at the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settling.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Both free throws good from Anderson. New York leading by 18. Outside Teague, and Fields kicks to Ross. Stolen by Thompson. Kicks it to Anderson. Feeds to Nicholson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Anderson's shot is off.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Fields. It's good from the top of the key. Fields has got 6 here in this quarter. Pelicans trail by 20. Johnson outside. There's the dish to Anderson. The jump hook. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Anderson's got 8.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. New York ahead. They lead by 18. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lopsided game through the first half, that's for sure. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. That's going to do it for now, as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. The Prodigy having a great impact in this game.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something, because he looks a little faster today than normal.
And so here is New York. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. And New York, looking at who they've got, Porzingis is out there with the Prodigy. Then it's the franchise. Then there's the Prodigy.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Fields with the steal. Oh, wow. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Aflalo, the pass to Anderson. Carroll kicks to Aflalo. New Orleans moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. It's deflected. Oh, and here comes Fields all alone. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
That is as athletic a move as you're going to see right there, folks. Unbelievable.
Clark, what about the hang time?
You're talking about hang time. That fella had helium in those shoes.
And you're going to need some hang time to pull off that kind of a 360.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Good. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. There's the lob to the hoop. Got a piece of it. Ball against Fields. All up top. Here's the screen. It's rebounded by New York.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And, you know, a chance here to see where the Pelicans sit in the NBA statistically. First in opponent field goal shooting. first in opponent offense, and they're ranked third in lowest amount of turnovers per game. That's the sign of a team that understands the importance of taking care of the ball.
And go back to their top-notch defense. They just smother you and impose their will on you. A lot of nights it seems like teams don't even know what hit them.
Now here's Anderson following the shot by Chris Paul. And a follow kicks to Paul. 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Anderson dishes to Carroll. And he gets the bucket. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now Fields. 12 points for him. Marjanovic. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 10 points for him.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
You know, he just like every other coach can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside, and boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there, so you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Over that last break, I listened to the Pelicans head coach address his team. He thinks the use of ball screens and pick and rolls is the best formula for success against the defense they're currently looking at, and he let his guys know it. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Paul against Fields. The pass to Simmons. Goes up on the wing. That's short off the rim.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
All up top, Fields covering. Anderson, a screen on Fields. Shot off the screen. Anderson can't get it to go. New York leading by 23. Fields, the pass to Fields. To the inside. It's deflected and taken away by Paul. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's a Flalo. The rebound by Fields. Fields has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Simmons. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Simmons got 7 points. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Flalo left side. Steps back and fires. Pass to Fields. Deflects the pass and taken away by Paul. Here's Marjanovic. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And guys, that's one of those records that always seemed to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's even sniffed that 55 rebound mark. I mean, heck, a lot of teams don't get 55 rebounds in a game, and Wilt's owned it since 1960.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. New Orleans making some changes here. Rabs check in for Aaron Baines, and Cole subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And he sinks the second. Here's Paul. He's been feeding the ball very nicely. 9 assists.
Yeah, just 1 away from 10, Kevin.
He's been the ultimate distributor here tonight. It's showing up on the stat sheet, but more importantly, it's going to show up in the win column.
Now, here is Fields. He's got 22. Fields, the pass to Porzingis. From 12 feet out. New York, no good that time either.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
The 3 from Anderson. Shot is off. And New York will come the other way. Passes it to Fields. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for New York.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half, but they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead. Well, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
They set the pick. Fields against Carroll. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Carroll with a screen on Fields. Here's Cole. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. For New York, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Here's Simmons. He's got 7 inside. Marjanovic. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Here's the Pelicans' fourth.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
They're doing a great job here in the second half. They've brought their free throw percentage up quite a bit. And that's winning basketball. That's one of the ingredients in winning basketball. Good free throw shooting.
Nicholson's checked in for the Pelicans. Johnson comes in for Chris Paul. Second free throw, no good. New Orleans gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Johnson kicks to Cole. Down low, here's Fields. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Carroll, no one around him. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Here's Nicholson. 6 points for him. Back to Johnson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
And he makes the first. So for the Pelicans, Hollis Thompson comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's Jody Meeks in for Cole. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. For New York, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Here's Gordon. Crabbe pulls it in. And the Pelicans shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
All by himself. Here's Crabbe, and he finished it off with the layup. New York shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Gordon with the screen for Teague. The feed now to Fields. Here's Gordon, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
New York shooting 54% since they had a chance to talk things over at halftime. They're looking locked in out there now. Fields' shot is good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Crabbe dishes to Nicholson. Meeks passes to Crabbe. With the floater, and he gets it to go. Crabbe's got 4 points in the quarter. For New York, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Teague with a clean look. Here's the natural, and it's blocked. Now, here's Meeks. He's tightly guarded. There's a good screen. Thompson for the triple. It's rebounded by New York. The Natural's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ross kicks to Teague. And it's Fields in the corner. The shot. Offensive rebound. The Natural. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at New York. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. They're in third place.
And I think for New Orleans, they have performed above and beyond expectations thus far. As good as they've been, is it fair to wonder just how long they can keep this up?
Of course it is. I mean, I'll tell you this, they may have snuck up on some of their opponents here in the early season, but they're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. Teams will be ready for them.
All right, now, take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw. New Orleans has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
On defense, New York. The screen from Thompson. To the middle, off the pick, and it's good on the layup. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Dishes to Meeks. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Ross. The three, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 4th assist in this one.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Now, here's Meeks. Nicholson kicks to Crabbe. On the wing, Johnson. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. Out left to the wing. Outside, Meeks. And good on the basket. Book it. Meeks got his 2nd basket of the night.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on New York's head coach talking to his team. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through the prodigy. When coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And for the Pelicans, their shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Nicholson's shot is off.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
The better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Now here's Johnson. Thompson, a screen on Teague. Beyond the arc. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now here's Ross. 11 points in the game. Gordon with the screen for Ross. Back to Gordon. From deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Baines has got 5 rebounds tonight. Gordon against Johnson. Here's Nicholson. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. New York ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Here's Cole. They got Norris Cole. Hollis Thompson is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Andrew Nicholson, and it's Meeks in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Substitution for your Pelicans. Anderson. Jay.
Here's New York. And here is Teague. That's good. Teague's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for New York.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Anderson, a screen on Teague. Cole, the pass to Anderson. Cans the 12-footer. Now Teague. Brown, right side. Off target from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Kicks it to Morris. Back to Thompson. A 3-ball. And another 3 for New Orleans.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Now here's Gordon. Can't hit from the low block. Jay, the pass to Morris. Cole dishes to Anderson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Here's Teague. He dishes it to Ross. Here's Teague. To the paint. Here's Gordon. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Lets the 3 fly, and that one's good. Teague's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
And Cole kicks to Anderson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And there's the pass to the natural. He feeds it to Ross. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Morris. He kicks to Cole. Morris a screen. The dish to Anderson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Looking at the game for Ryan Anderson. 10 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
At the line for your Pelicans, Ryan Anderson.
First free throw is good. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Damari Carroll's checked in for Marcus Morris. Alan Crabb comes in for Jay. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Hollis Thompson. And Paul's subbed in for Norris Cole. And New York with a change here, too. Slimmy's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Both free throws good from Anderson. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Teague with the ball. Feeds to Ross. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Anderson, a screen on Teague. Paul passes to Anderson. And a fast break now for New York. Brown's got the ball. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Anderson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Paul against Brown. And it's Paul penetrating. And a fast break now for New York. Ross, that's good. Ross has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Paul, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
Free throw, good. Paul. Both shots good from the stripe. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To the middle, here's Brown. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Now here's Aflalo. Paul dishes to Carroll. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Left side, Brown. There's the pick. 4 on the shot clock. Ross with a wide open look. They get it again.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
That's his 4th personal foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Slim. At the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. All against T. The shot's good from Paul.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
Teague against Paul. And Teague, here we go. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got his 3rd rebound on the night. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Shooting for New Orleans, Aaron Aflalo. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Aflalo. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Alan Craft. A different look for New York. And so Aaron Aflalo nails both of them. Now here is Fields. Pass to Fields. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
That is good. 10 points for Aaron Aflalo.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now here is Fields. They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Fields outside, and that one's good. Fields has got 19 points.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Afflalo. Again, Afflalo missing. Here's Simmons. Pass to Fields. Puts up a three. And again, New York with the triple.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Marked improvement in their shooting from what we saw to start the game.
All against Fields. And here is Paul. There's the pick. And here's Anderson for three. And Damari Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That's his fifth foul. And the Pelicans making a change here. Meeks is checked in.
Fifth personal foul. Checking in for your Pelicans, Jody Meeks.
For New York, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Now Fields. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Foul.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Coles comes in for Chris Paul. And that one falls for Carroll. New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Fields with it. Takes a shot at the elbow. Offensive rebound. It's deflected, and they're able to recover, and he gets it to go.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
There's a screen. Here's Cole. To the inside, Baines. Gordon with the defensive effort. New York shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Ross, that's good.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Here's Cole. Down low, and Baines kicks to Carroll. That's good.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Fields the pass to Ross. And there's the feed to Simmons. Shot from the low block. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Simmons. Taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Looking at the game for the prodigy, he's got 8 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Morris is checked in for Damari Carroll. And New York with a change here, too. Teague's checked in. Both good from the line that time. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. There's a screen. Morris with a screen on Teague. And Cole kicks to Thompson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. 6 to shoot. And here's Morris for 3. Shot is off. Great D that time from Teague. Here's New York. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Simmons. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Hollis Thompson. That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Simmons taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Pelicans have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Meeks dishes to Thompson. Baines passes to Cole. Inside, and stolen by Gordon. Now here's Teague. Dishes it to Simmons. Pass to Gordon. Makes it off the glass. Gordon's got 6 here in this quarter. There's 1:54 left in the game. Morris with a screen on Teague. Kicks it to Baines. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
For your Pelicans, Aaron Baines. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. He's off on the second.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, New Orleans has no luck. New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for New York.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for the prodigy. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Inside, Morris, and it's blocked by Gordon. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for New Orleans. And a switch here also for New York. Brown, he's checked in for the prodigy. On defense, New York. Here's Cole. And the Pelicans miss again. Brown kicks to Teague. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson who is standing by for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Now let's take this opportunity to check out our Jordan player of the game. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
His highlight reel is something to watch, guys. I mean, he just simply attacked the rim. He played aggressively, did not back down from anyone. He kept the momentum moving in their favor.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.